Hey, welcome back to my channel. So I'm trying out a new setup here, so I don't know how well it's gonna work out, but I'm gonna go along with it, see how it works out, see if you guys like it. If you like it, let me know, and I'll try to do some cool stuff, other cool stuff with it. Maybe I'll even like commission my own proper OC model in the future. I'll see how that turns out. Anyway, what I want to talk about was a topic that's been in my mind for a couple months now. I know that the year just started, we're ending, February is over, and hopefully some of you are still following your New Year's resolutions. If you're not, then I'm right there with you. What I want to talk about was just the act of just slowing down just a little bit. Slow it down. We live in an age where everything has to be really fast. It's gotta be spontaneous. It's gotta be right then and there. Hey, you're hungry? Get some DoorDash. Get some Uber Eats. You'll get food immediately. Hey, you wanna buy something from Amazon? It's gonna be here the next day. This is also bleeding over into our hobbies. Hey, do you want to make a song? Do you want to make music, but you don't have the skills necessary and don't really want to learn anything? Here's some AI that makes music for you. Now you have music that you, quotation marks, you, oh no, I burned the audience, that you made. You have it then and there. It's the age of instant gratification, and that's also leading into the art world. That's with the AI art. Hey, you wanna make some artwork, but you don't want to develop the skills necessary. You don't really want to work for it. Here's an AI, and it'll make an art image for you, and voila! Instantly, you made art. Instant gratification, I say. And it can be really easy to kind of get discouraged that you're not really advancing in your art career or in your art journey. But the important thing to know is that, especially in something like art, you never stop learning art. You'll never get to a point where you just know everything and are just a complete master at artwork. It's a skill that you can develop for a lifetime. There's really no end goal on it. Even like the oldest, most advanced artists that people would call masters are still learning. They're still in the process of learning. There's really no rush to get to the end because there really is no end. There's no trophy at the end where it's like, okay, well, you're good at art now, so you gotta stop learning. Your art journey is over. Congratulations. That's not how it is. You're always going to be learning. So if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, or you're not getting anywhere in, how can you say it? If you feel like you're not getting anywhere at a fast enough time, then you gotta realize that it's really not a race. I mean, I know that you might feel like you want to have certain skills at a certain time, but that's really not how it works. I know people develop differently. Some people might have better hand-eye coordination and learn art a bit faster. But even the greatest masters, even Beethoven or Mozart had to learn. I know they're considered savants, but we really don't see the amount of time they worked on their craft. I'm sure Mozart spent like whole days just practicing piano or music. That's how he got that good. They put in the time. you gotta put in the time. There's really no shortcuts to this. I know some videos and some teachers might be like, oh, the shortcut to how to draw heads. But really, it's a video about how to properly do it. And then once you know how to properly do it, you get more used to it and you become faster. But some people just want to go fast. They want to learn fast. And that's really a way to get frustrated. Also, a way to get frustrated is to set your goals to an unbelievable standard. Like if, for example, you're training to like run a marathon, right? And then you say, okay, so I'm going to train to run a marathon. The first day of training, I am going to run 10 miles. Now, you're not a runner, you're just starting, so you don't have any experience with marathons. That first day, if you set the goal of 10 miles to run in that day, that's kind of unreasonable. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't run 10 miles. Okay, let's go 50 miles. How long is a marathon? Let me search it up. Yeah, you're training for like an Ironman marathon. Then you set that standard, like 20 miles in a day. That's gonna be really hard on you, and you're gonna really get discouraged if you don't complete that goal in that short amount of time. You know what I mean? Like, instead, when you're training, just set your goals just a little bit lower. Like, instead of 10 miles, run like, I don't know, 2 miles. And then once you complete that, it's going to be a goal that you completed. So you're going to get more serotonin in your brain. And that way, you won't get overwhelmed as much. You know what I mean? That's the same with art. If you're starting an artwork and your goal is to draw like your favorite artist, that's a good goal to have, but it's kind of an unreasonable to have if you want to do it like quickly. Your first goal would be to learn like the basics. Maybe draw some shapes. Get a pencil and paper and draw shapes, sketch some shapes, and then watch some YouTube videos of like the basics. Once you have that down, you go until you're comfortable moving on. But as I said, we live in a world where everything's got to be fast, especially if you have social media too. Even before AI, you go into social media and you see all the artists, you see all their work, and you're like, wow, you're like awed by their sheer talent, but you don't see the hours that they put in it. You don't, like, every time I post, nobody sees how many hours it took me to do something. They just see the final product. Unless I share my old artwork, you don't really see a timeline of how long it took me to get where I am today. So really, just go at the pace that you're more comfortable with. Don't really mind anyone else, really. Just the only thing you need from someone else is just to get inspired by their work. That's why I go online and see other artists. Because I like to look at art. I like my eyeballs to look at artwork from other people. Because that way I also get inspired to do stuff. So hopefully, there shouldn't be any pressure when it comes to learning art. You shouldn't be pressured to learn at a certain rate. You shouldn't look at anyone else that's learning faster than you and feel left behind, because you're not getting left behind. And they'll never be ahead of you because You guys are in your own lanes. You guys are in your own journey, from separate from anyone else's journey. It's yours. Do it as you will. Do with your journey as you wish. Yeah, you got a whole lifetime to learn art. And I think that's what's cool about art. It's literally your whole life. You can be doing art, and you'll still be learning stuff. My saying is that one cannot fail at art unless you quit. Doesn't matter how ugly you think a drawing is, or how bad you think it is, as long as you put pencil into paper, you're making art. Doesn't matter what you're doing. As long as you're creating, you're making art. Doesn't matter how ugly you think it is, how bad. It's art. It's your art. It's yours. You made it. And don't quit. That's the only way I feel you can fail at art. Just quitting. So don't do that. Please. I didn't do it. And look at me now. I'm a dragon online. Anyway, that was my rant. I don't know if you like this format. I'll maybe continue it. It's actually a bit easier on me in the editing style, and I don't have to draw all that much, even though I'm an artist. Also, I think it's kind of ironic that I said to slow down when I'm showing a speed paint, but that's not real. I sped it up. That sped up. This took me hours. And I didn't even finish it. Okay, whatever. No, wait, I did finish it. Never mind. Okay. Bye. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know when, but I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. So, what I wanted to talk about was just the act of slowing down. Just getting your art goals and this hand has like scale textures. Okay,